Hey guys, it's Maddie
and Natalie,
and this is
Cynderella Girl Talk.
And on today's episode, we're so excited because we're gonna have one of our Cinderella girls joining us on this week's episode.
Yes, this person is a very good friend of mine. She is an amazing model, a beautiful pageant queen, and a really, really good pageant coach of mine.
Not only is she a good friend of ours, she's super talented, a great MC, she's a beautiful, the exquisite Yamila!
Hello everybody, thank you so much for having me here on Cinderella Girls Talk. I'm very excited to be here for my very first time, and well, let's get this started.
Well, we're so happy to have you here finally. So, as everyone knows, last week, Maddie and I went to go see you on your pageant, which, by the way, she is the main bride model here for Cinderella Brides. So, tell us, how was your experience like from the practices to the day of?
Wow, I had quite an experience doing this pageant. It is called Latinoamérica Universal San Diego. And by the way, thank you girls so much for joining me and supporting me throughout my process of competing. I could not have done it without you girls supporting me in the background, so thank you.
Of course.
But also, it was a great experience, mostly because there was a lot of practice and a lot of dedication put into this. I had to work out every day. I had to make sure I was eating healthy, keeping my image clean, making sure that I was walking in my heels every day so that way I can feel confident on the day of. And most importantly, keeping myself mentally prepared so that I can go out and do my thing on that stage.
Yes.
Yes. So Yamila, do you have any advice for our viewers that are trying to get into pageants?
Yes, I do actually. One very important thing that you should always do before competing in a pageant is doing your research. Always make sure that you talk to the director of the pageant. That way you can have a really great format on what they are asking for. Sometimes they ask for a certain age, a certain height, a certain look, or also dress codes. And I think that's very important, so that way when you go to the casting for a pageant or a modeling agency, you know exactly what to do and you are very well prepared. I think preparation is always a very important thing to do. That way you look confident, you're radiating, and you're smiling at all times. A smile can take you a long way. But yeah, if you have any questions on what to do before joining a pageant, send me a DM. Or you can also comment on this video and ask any questions that you'd like, and we will be sure to answer you.
So, pageants can be very, very, very expensive. So, did you have any sponsors going into this pageant?
I did have sponsors actually. I had 3 very important ones close to my heart. One of my favorite sponsors is Cynderella Brides Boutique.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much, Osmar and Rocio, for sponsoring my dress. Could not have rocked that stage without you guys. It was phenomenal. But also I have 2 other sponsors that helped me out, especially with my mani-pedis and making sure that my cuticles look amazing. It's Daphne Enchanted Nails. Thank you so much for helping me with my image. I could not have looked amazing without having those mani-pedis done. Also, the restaurant Don Pietro's, thank you for sponsoring us a dinner. We had an amazing dinner. We had pasta, we had salad, we had great drinks. It was amazing. Thank you so much for sponsoring that delicious food. And if you ever like to try it out, again, comment down on the section.
Yeah. So, Yamila, you mentioned that Cinderella Brides was your sponsor. And we also found out that their custom team, Osmar and Rocio, made your dress. How was that experience like?
They did actually. It was quite a journey to make my dress. It took a few months because we had to brainstorm, make sure we had the great material, amazing fabric, so that way I can move a lot easier with the dress, because walking in heels seems easy, but when you have a spectacular dress on, you have to make sure that you rock it the right way. So really it was just a lot of preparation, a lot of fittings, making sure that everything is flowing the way that we want it to do. And well, I think that the ending results was phenomenal. I got exactly what I wanted, and most importantly, since it was a custom-made dress, it was made personally for me. And I think that that's one of the most beautiful things that a designer can do, to just make a dress that is literally and specifically for you. I think that I was able to radiate myself with my true colors, not only with the color of the dress, but also with the type of dress that it was. I think it fit perfectly for me and for the type of pageant that it was.
It's great.
And actually, do you guys want to see the dress?
Yes!
Oh
We
my
would love to
goodness.
see you.
All right, well, let's get to it.
Let's get
Alright guys, Yamila's getting ready to show us her beautifully custom-made dress made by Osmar and Rocio.
I'm so excited to see her. I have so many questions about her dress process because I'm on the same journey too. The Cinderella team is going to make my dress for my pageant coming up.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yamila, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god! You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
look enchanting, Yamila.
I love how you have like 3 different looks from having a coat to taking it off to taking the whole thing off. That looks so stunning.
That was my favorite part, honestly.
Well, you look beautiful, Yamila.
Thank
And
you.
the dress suits you so, so well.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
course.
Osmar and Rocio. Couldn't have done it without you.
So I have a question. So since I'm having my pageant coming up soon, I'm gonna also have it made from here. So from your experience, what advice do you give me and how was your process like?
So it was a lot of coming into the boutique and making sure that all the fittings were right. Most importantly, they had me walk around and see if I could actually walk in the dress to see if the length was right, if the way it fit me was right, and to see, because there is a corset right here and a zipper. And so we also had to make sure that when I walk that this doesn't open too much. So it's really just making sure every little detail is perfect, because we don't want to have any mishaps when we're walking on stage or when you're at a party, and we don't want anything showing that we don't want, right? So it's really just making sure that it all fits according to how you want it, and making sure that every little detail is exactly the way you want it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I remember when I came here for my dress, guys, I had to come back a couple times just to get it tailored and fitted to my
Right.
exact size, because mine as well had a corset in it. So we had to make sure that it was a couple sizes down, just to make sure that it fit me well, as well as getting it tailored from the shoulders to make sure I was able to move and it wasn't too big.
Very comfortable.
But yes, very
Yeah.
comfortable, very beautiful. I loved it so much. Well, thanks for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Cinderella Girl Talk. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Bye.
Bye!